A good win there by Kiley.
Now
he defeats Martellotti.
Now on the floor, number 5, Jake Sueflohn for Nebraska versus Bryan Pearsall of the Penn State in the 141 weight class. Sueflohn, as we mentioned, number 5 ranked in the nation. Pearsall not ranked at all. Sueflohn has
Pearsall, one of the weaker points
for Sueflohn
of the Penn State roster, only 10-8 this season right now, 11-21 overall for his career. A junior is Bryan Pearsall.
As Sueflohn trying to get Nebraska back to some more points in this match. He's a tough one. We mentioned 18-5 record on the season. As his counterpart, Bryan Pearsall, not ranked, just 10-8 overall. He's had some struggles at times this year for Penn State.
And Jake Sueflohn, another true freshman out here that's ranked in the top 10, actually ranked 5th, and very impressive for these young wrestlers to climb the ranking system
so early in their careers.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And just shows that Nebraska and Penn State both have some big things ahead of them in the years to come for the wrestling programs. 1:30 left to go and still no points in this matchup yet.
That's the mark of two good teams. Yeah, Sueflohn takes a stab in between. He's trying to get him on his back. He might have a chance to get it. Not in a good position there is Pearsall. And Sueflohn now is going to wrap him up. And he's going to try to get back points. Will he get it? No. That'll be an escape. But they won't give it to him. And no points to either team.
And again, you have to earn points here if you're going to be a top 10 nationally ranked team.
58 seconds to go here in the first period. Still no score between Sueflohn and Pearsall.
These officials are making these wrestlers work for every point they get. We've seen that in every matchup tonight. So far, Penn State able to take advantage of most matchups.
And that is a weird position as Pearsall is all wrapped up there. And now Sueflohn just goes down to his knees.
A smart decision by Sueflohn as he rolls him over on his back.
No back points though.
Good move by Pearsall to roll around as the wrestlers go out of bounds again. A lot of action, still no points.
Yeah, kind of an odd position there as Pearsall was just wrapped up on top of Sueflohn as he was standing up, but he gets out of it. And no points here as 20 seconds to go in the first period. Penn State 20, Nebraska 3 overall in the match with 3 to go after this one here in the 141 weight class.
Again, both wrestlers
trying to get that back leg.
Just some strength, and that's going to be the end of the period. Strength from both wrestlers there. An impressive showing on either side as we saw a good matchup and counter matchup there in that first period.
Yeah, Sueflohn, a very good wrestler. He's 12-2 in duels for Nebraska. And just very good wrestler for Nebraska right now in that 141 weight class. And number 5 overall in the nation. He's one of the highest ranked players on this Nebraska team in their respective weight classes as he tries to get a takedown, does not get it. And they're back up on their feet. Now he just shoves him out of bounds.
Everybody goes out of bounds. Even for Bryan Pearsall for Penn State, you know, we mentioned he's having a tough season so far, one of the weaker links for Penn State, but even still 10-8. And you can see that just being able to practice against some of your teammates and wrestle against some of the best in the world, they're doing very well here against Nebraska. And Pearsall matching up every bit as good as he actually has a 1-point advantage now, leading 1-0.
Penn State had riding time, so that's where they got their point from. Nebraska now with 18 seconds of riding time. As now Sueflohn trying to get some back points. Oh, Mark Manning not happy to give it to him. Looked like from my vantage point he did have on his back, but there's no one awarded.
Sueflohn had a cradle, but Pearsall moving his neck actually to separate it.
And they want an illegal grip here on Pearsall. They're yelling instructions here at the ref saying that's not legal. And Sueflohn still again in decent position to put him on his back.
Nebraska coaching's right at the edge of the mat. And Sueflohn gets 2 points.
And those will be penalty points on Pearsall for an illegal grip down there. 2-1. Sueflohn now leads in this match. So Sueflohn gets top position here as he leads 2-1 here with 39 seconds to go in the second period. Just trying to get something going as he gets him back on the ground. And
Nebraska coach Manning really cheering his Sueflohn on and happy with every move that Sueflohn's made here in the second period.
Pearsall's lost his last 2 matches. He lost 7-3 to Montel Marion, the third-ranked player from Iowa, 10-7, or 7-3, excuse me, and then he lost to Ohio State on last week, 9-5, the 6th-ranked wrestler in the nation. So a couple of good wrestlers in a row Pearsall has faced. He trails here to Sueflohn 2-1. Just 5 seconds to go here in the second period. And it'll go to the third period with a 1-point lead. So Nebraska, if they can hold on to this match, would have a chance to win 2 consecutive matches. But we talked about it earlier, 2 of Penn State's best wrestlers become in their last 3.
Very good takedown. You look there by Sueflohn, as Sueflohn might have got away a little lucky there, as it looked like Pearsall might have gotten an escape towards the end of that second period, but time ran out, and so Sueflohn holds on to the 2-1 lead.
Third period, the deciding period here for this match. As Sueflohn stands up, he's not going to get an escape, and that just goes out of bounds back to the center. Let's do it again.
So 6 seconds off the clock, and Sueflohn looking to hold on and give Nebraska just the second matchup win here in this duel. They trail 20-3 overall, and just 3 matchups left to go on the night.
Yeah, Sueflohn trying to get a hold of that leg, but Pearsall's got him, and now it's an escape for Sueflohn, and now a little better 3-1 lead, a little more comfortable with 1:41 to go here in the final period. Both these guys pretty quick. They make some nice moves at each other.
You got to give Pearsall credit, though, for going up against the number 5 wrestler in the country.
And no points will be allowed. Looked like he might have got a takedown, but it was out of bounds. And no points to either side. They'll be going squared off here. As 1:24 to go. Sueflohn trying to hang on to get Nebraska their second consecutive win in this match after a very tough start.
You mentioned 3 matchups left to go on the night. Unfortunately for Nebraska, 2 of those matches face the number 1 ranked wrestler in that weight class for Penn State.
Sueflohn gets Pearsall on the ground, trying to get at it. Oh, and that's going to be a reversal there, and that's 5-1 lead now for Sueflohn. Mark Manning very happy about that. A comforting 4-point lead here with 57 seconds to go in the last period.
That would be big for Nebraska if Sueflohn could get a few more points before the end of this matchup and maybe score a major decision as opposed to just a decision. Give Nebraska a little more closer to Penn State here in this duel. As time is just running out, 40 seconds left to go.
Both wrestlers getting very tired out there. There's been a lot of attacks in each player.
And that's what Pearsall is just trying to avoid. If he loses this matchup just by decision, really no big deal for Penn State, but if he gives up a major decision or a tech fall or a pin.
Yeah, Penn State can afford to lose 3 points, but they don't want to see any sort of pin come down to give Nebraska momentum. 25 seconds to go here in the third period as Sueflohn trying to win the second straight match for Nebraska and go to 19-5 on the year for himself. He's on top. He's got good position here. And just trying to hang on now.
10 seconds left. Looks like Sueflohn will just score the decision.
As he tries to keep his foot in bounds, and that will do it. This match is over. Sueflohn goes to 19-5. Pearsall drops his third straight to go to 10-9, and now Nebraska